It's a cold night for alligators. That's some trippy shit. That's some weird-ass shit. And there's some darkness in there that's real. And he might use words that maybe don't make sense to us. Like, I know a lot of us don't relate to it being a cold night for alligators. But I'll bet that shit's got some serious meaning for that motherfucker. Well, I've got Nick Oliveri in the studio. And I mean the real fucking Nick Oliveri. Not that faggot from that band Like Hell. It's bullshit. And I'm sick of everyone talking shit about it. And I'm ready to fucking throw down. So, whatevs. But, Nick, come on up here to the microphone. We got to stand close to it because it's a budgeted studio they got us on here. How you doing today?
Good, brother.
So you and I just got back from South by Southwest where we had a kick-ass time.
Yeah.
We got to see some good rock and roll all over the place. And you were telling me that Rocky Erickson was playing
right next door. And I totally missed it. And I walked outside to get some cigarettes, and I see this poster, and I was like, what the fuck? I felt like an idiot, man. I was like, I can't believe it. Can't believe it.
Now, Mondo Generator is going strong. You and I are getting ready to do some shit here in the house. Haha, fuck you. Nobody gets to see it. Whoa, zang, boom. But you personally have had a long, serious career in rock and roll. You have seen some shit. You were the real deal. And I personally can stand here and attest to the fact that ever since I was fucking 9 years old, I have bared witness to the reality of the truth of your rock and roll. Now, do you have any regrets, man? Is there anything that you wish you could do differently? Or is it one of those situations where, you know what, it is what it is, the dice fell where they fell?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things I could get bummed out about, but, I've had to let some things go, you know what I mean? Like, because you have to continue, you know what I mean? Otherwise you just get stuck on stupid, and that happens to me sometimes.
Well, I know you very well, man, and I personally, I love you, and I think you're one of my favorite friends, one of my dear friends, and I know personally that a lot of the kids, or let's just say the fans of rock and roll who know us, some situations have gone down that have generated a lot of talk, especially with Queens of the Stone Age. But I want to ask you, I don't want to rehash any bad memories, but I would like to ask you, because I know a lot of people would like to know, what is the state of affairs between you and Joshua Homme now?
Well, we had some time, a lot of time in between now. It's been, I think, coming up on 8 years. And, it was a lot of time where I was in denial about a lot of things. I think I kind of was pointing fingers going like, it's his fault or this, that kind of thing,
Right.
And take some time, I think, to heal and shit, and for anybody. And it took me some time to not get over it, but to get over the idea. Yeah, right. Get over the idea that like that I'm not in that band anymore, and the reason why is not because of anybody but myself, and that's
right.
and that's something that takes some time.
That's a hard reality. That's a bitter pill to swallow.
And it's a good thing because now when I see Josh, we hang out, and I'm not looking at him like, hey, he fucked me over, because he never did, and that's just the reality of it. I did it. I've done everything I've only kicked my own ass in this life. And I kick it all the time, and it's bad. But hey, man, it's I could say I regret some things about that, but it's something that happened, and I think when you are apart from playing with somebody that you were used to playing with for doing a lot of
most family, like a real tight family.
It was awesome, but it was great because I got to go and do I got to go do some background vocals and stuff on one of his new tracks, and it's an epic song. It's super super important tune, I think, and I hope my parts make it.
They did.
Because
I can say
cool, awesome. Because it was super cool, and it was good to work with him in the studio again. Because we hadn't done.
Yeah, you hadn't worked in a
long time, man.
Which is why I'm bringing it up, because I'm privy to this stuff. Josh is my best friend, so I get to see a lot of stuff, and I've seen a lot of the beautiful elements to bad situations that have come about that never get talked about. And I think in what I've seen in rock and roll, I've never ever seen a situation go down where a band is split with any member and it come to be a situation where they're still friends or where they can look at that doesn't happen. It doesn't ever happen.
Yeah,
and the fact that it has happened within our gang of friends. I think it's special, and I think that should be the story. The story is that the future is now unwritten because you guys are friends. You guys love each other. I mean, I know Joshua loves you, and I know you love Joshua, and I know that he's always been worried. I mean, I played Long Slow Goodbye because that was his way of anguishing over the situation. I don't know if you know that.
I don't know. Yeah.
Well, that song was written in part about him, like, feeling like this long, slow goodbye had taken place that was anguishing, you know?
Wow.
And when you listen to the song from that perspective, I don't know if I'm ever telling you this for the first time, but it's a heavy tune because it was nothing but, fuck, I wish it could, it's this.
Sure, man.
However, that's what it was, and now it's a beautiful fucking thing. I saw you rocking at fucking South by Southwest, and it was fucking everybody in the room. You know, my daddy, I will always say this, said there was two types of rock bands. There's a rock band that wants to come out and jack off for everyone to see, and a rock band that wants to come out and fuck everybody in the room. And you were fucking everybody in the room. In fact, it was hilarious because this death metal band came on and didn't even want to play anymore because it was nothing but dudes in their crowd. And when, you know, it was rad. You had all these chicks. So what I'm saying is that everything isn't always as bad as it seems.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And here you are in the studio today, embraced by the love of friendship of this mustachioed freak standing before you.
It's awesome.
And I want to thank you for talking about the Queen stuff, because I know it gets talked to you. I know you get asked about it a lot, and I know that it's a tough thing to talk to anyone about.
It can be. You know, it depends who you're talking to. You know, it's easier for me to talk to talk to you about it. You know? So it's all good, man. I'll answer whatever.
Well, I say
no. I can't answer that one. Okay.
I say I'm going to play a song, Nick, that I think is probably one we could both safely say we probably heard for the first time in Palm Desert. And I dedicate this to Cole Lou. May he rest in peace, the original Eagle of Death Metal. And I already played that one, so I have to play another one. See, we're looking at my... here we go. Oh, boom. This is what we're going to be as soon as this song is done. I guarantee it. So here we go.
I was so screwed up, I was out of my head. I was so jacked up, I was so drunk up, I was so napped out, I was out of my head. I was so wasted. I was wasted.